All right, we're here with Daniel, and he just got second place? Fourth place at the Urbana Newtype Challenge. You want to show us your deck?
Yeah. That over here. So
it's got the Hom and Karn.
It's like the most basic one-year war list that you could imagine. It runs.
Let's turn these around.
Yeah, 3 GMs, 4 of the vanilla Zaku 2s.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
And 4 of the AP Plus Zaku 2s.
I hate that card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need to run full of 4 of each of these. It's just kind of overkill.
Okay.
And you have so many other, you still have like gun tanks of 4 for the ping.
So you prefer more tools than bodies?
Yeah. I mean, if you can reliably see like 2 of the weenies in your opening hand, I feel like you don't really need to go all crazy on it.
I can agree with that.
This also counts towards your overall turn 1 plays.
Yep.
I do run 4 Anxas. I know some people don't, but I think 4 is good.
Well, just opening up like 1 Anxa and 1 gun tank, especially in the mirror, just does so much.
It's a huge tempo play if you need to get rid of like a Zaku 2 that swung and you don't want to commit a swing into it to keep pressuring them.
Right.
But also to clean up a unit that just is trying to inch away life. I run 4 Rick Doms.
Oh yeah,
that's also pretty standard. 4 of these guys, I mean, they're great. It draws you a card. It doesn't always hit, but even if it doesn't, it's still a 3/2 body, so you're not too upset about it. I run 4 of these. Great card. Came in clutch for me several times today.
Nightmare late game.
Yeah, the fact that it also works with Amuro is just it basically turns your pilot into a unit, which is huge. I only run 1 Charles Gelgoog. Some people don't run any. I don't know. If you don't like it, you could not run it. I don't think it's necessary, but sometimes it's just sort of good for pulling games out of your ass.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy, when you kill a Char Zaku 2 and they get the Char's Gelgoog off of it, and then they just pitch, get their Char in game. That's rough.
It didn't really do much for me today, but it has won me some games in the past. So
yeah, the card's pretty decent from what I've seen.
4 RX-78s, I mean, self-explanatory. You run 4 Amuros, you run 4 RX-78s.
The big boss, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just getting it on curve is so hard for most decks to deal with. And even by itself, as a big body, it doesn't die to wing 0, which is nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, being able to get to 4 HP in this deck is really big, especially Char Zaku 2, this one right here, the one that gets you the token, because if they wing 0 you get the token and you get to swing next turn anyway.
Yeah, you at least have a few units that are going to survive that kind of swing. I run 4 Corsica bases and 2 show resolves. I mean, like I said, I feel like I don't need to make the case for this, but Corsica base is basically just a better show of resolve in most situations. You can play it a turn earlier, you can play it aggressively while establishing a unit, but also drawing a card out of your shields, and it also bursts for a better effect. I don't usually want to see these, and in fact, if I see them in my opening hand, I'm pretty much always going to mulligan, because it's just a dead card.
Yeah, you only want to see that card turn 5, turn 6.
Yeah, or as a top deck when you're towards the end of the game. And I run 4 Chars, which again...
this is a pretty standard list, but you obviously played pretty well, and did really well today. So if you had to make any changes to it, what would you change?
Honestly, I've been running this list basically the whole format. Char's Gelgoog is the easiest choice for a flex spot. You don't have to run it if you don't want to. But I wouldn't really have an obvious answer as to what would go into the deck if you took it out, because I don't really feel like you want a 4th one of these.
Another weenie.
It's you actually don't want to see that many weenies after a certain point in the game. And I don't think you would want to run more than 2 show of resolves.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing more than 2 show of resolves, you just run that risk of seeing 2 in your opening hand, or just seeing 1 at turn 3. It's rough, yeah.
At any point in the game, you don't really want to see 2 of these in a game.
All right. Well, are you going to be at any new type events coming in the future?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the one at Gopher on Tuesday.
All right.
And if there's one in town, I'll be there. So.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'm not going to be at the one in Gopher, but good luck to you in the future, man.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good night.